Hey everybody. I'm like hiding out in my room because my kids are downstairs. That way it's nice and quiet, not too much interruption. And I'm drinking my pre-workout because I haven't worked out yet today and I really need to, so hopefully you guys can see me good here. All right. Give it a second. I didn't really announce I was going live, so I don't really expect too many people to hop on live right now. I feel like it's kind of an odd hour. People are getting out of work right now and whatnot, so I'll actually just go ahead and start. So if you are watching the recording, it's not too much waiting time. But I'm Ashley LaSure. I'm the other coach running this coach sneak peek this week. And today I'm going to be talking about what our workload looks like as a coach. What do we do every day? Because a lot of people are very confused on what we do, how we do it, and all of that stuff. I was before I became a coach, I was very confused on that. So that's what I'm here to share with all of you guys. I do want to share a little bit of how I started coaching, just for those people that do not know who I am. Again, I'm Ashley LaSure. I am a 4-star diamond within my business that I grew. I've been coaching for a little over 4 years now. I have been a full-time coach, quit all of my jobs for, oh my gosh, this July will be 3 years that I have been a full-time coach and have been working from home, which is just blows my mind. It's been that long. So when I first started coaching, I was insanely busy. I was working 3 jobs. I worked in an engineering company, which I thought was, my set career at the time. I also was a server and bartender on the side as well. So I had 3 jobs. Hey, Sam. So I had 3 jobs, insanely busy. Like I said, I was also going to school. I was finishing college, finishing my bachelor's degree. I was a single mom, and then I was also taking care of my sick mom at the time. She was going through chemo for cancer. And I literally had to take care of her day in, day out. A couple times a week, I had to drive her an hour to the hospital to get her chemo done. And we would be there from like 8 in the morning till like 8 or 9 at night. And then we'd have to drive another hour home. Like my life was, I don't even know how I survived at that time in my life because I was so busy. And I don't know how I was able to build this successful business while going through all of that. But that's what I'm going to share with you guys. So like I said, when I started coaching, I was insanely busy. I honestly didn't even intend to really coach. I signed up as a discount coach just because I wanted that discount. I wanted a discount on my own workout. I was really in a depressed state at that time. I just went through a bad breakup. I literally lost everything. It was a very, very depressing time of my life at that point. I was so depressed, I would go to work and I would cry in the bathroom. I would cry in the bathroom at home. I would cry anywhere where no one could see me. I would cry in my car. And I knew that I needed to get out of that hole of depression, and I knew that I needed to work on myself to get there. I needed to work on getting my happiness back in my life. So at that point is when I knew that I really wanted to start, working on my health and working out. Before coaching, I hardly ever worked out. I would go to the gym, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I would walk on the treadmill a little bit, maybe even run if I was feeling really good. I wouldn't really use too many machines because I was kind of embarrassed because I didn't know how to use them. And when I did use them, I did like 3 reps and I was like, all right, I did a few reps, I'm good. I didn't understand everything when it comes to working out at a gym. I didn't understand any of it. I didn't understand that I really needed a routine. I just thought going, showing up, walking on the treadmill, maybe lifting a couple of weights was good. And then, once in a while when I felt bad about myself, and for me, it was always my stomach that I hated because I've had kids. I always hated my stomach area. So anytime I felt really bad about it, I would just do like 20 sit-ups, or sometimes I would even try to do 50 sit-ups. Just because I thought it was going to do something for me. My nutrition sucked. I was addicted to fast food. I grew up eating fast food. I grew up with a single mom too, so I totally understand it. It's quick, it's easy. And my mom didn't know anything about, being healthy either. So it was just part of our lives. That's what we did. We ate fast food a lot. And I was addicted to Mountain Dew. My mom was addicted to Mountain Dew. We drink it for breakfast. Oh my God. Now that I think about it, it's just so disgusting when I say that every time when I share my story, is I drink Mountain Dew for breakfast. How disgusting is that? Back then, I don't know how to explain it, but I was just in this bad state, and I was just ready to work on me. So at that point, my coach reached out to me. She asked me, if I wanted to join one of her groups, one of her boot camps, and I was like, sure, send me the information. And I didn't have the money at the time. Like I said, I was working all these jobs, but I was dead broke, guys. I was so broke, it was disgusting. I had 1-800 numbers calling me every 5 minutes. And that had a lot to do with part of my depression too, is because I was so broke. I was working all these jobs and missing all this time with my son because I was working all these jobs. And it was just, I was tired of it all. And it was just all the depression just kept coming in from everything. So I didn't have the money for everything she was offering me. But then she mentioned like, hey, well, why don't you sign up as a coach and you can get the discount? And I was like, whoa, no, I am not ready to coach. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing for myself. I am not ready to coach. That's not what I want to do. And she's like, no, we can just sign you up as a discount coach just to get the discount. If you want to work the business down the road, you can, but you don't have to. It's just to get the discount. So I was like, all right, I'll do that. I'll get the discount, whatever. So I did that. Got the discount on my workout. I started with Hip Hop Abs, if anyone knows what that is. Shaun T. I was all about getting those abs at the time. So I started out with Hip Hop Abs. At the time, I didn't really follow a strict nutrition at all because I was just getting into it. I was really still confused on the whole, healthy eating, what it even meant. And so within like 2 to 3 weeks of just doing the Shaun T workouts, the Hip Hop Abs, without really following a routine with nutrition, I guess I'm trying to say, I had really good results. I started to feel really good, so I started sharing it on my Facebook. And before, like if you follow me now, you see that I share everything on my social media now because I want to inspire and motivate, people around me that follow me. But back then, I didn't put anything up. The only thing I ever put up was, I gotta go to work from 12 to 10, hate my life. Oh my God, I gotta write a 15-page paper, hate my life. It literally was just negative text posts as my statuses, always. So then once I started feeling good, I started sharing my progress on my social media, and then people started asking me like, I love what you're doing. Like, what are you doing? Can you help me work out? Can you work out with me? They would always ask me for tips. And so I remember the moment when I really thought I could do this coaching thing, I was sitting in the hospital with my mom. She was doing one of her chemo appointments. Like I said, we would be in there from 8 in the morning to like 8 or 9 at night. So I would bring my computer because the engineering company I worked with, they would let me remote work from somewhere else when I had to do that. They were very lenient with that and understood my position in that. So they would let me work from the hospital. So I would bring my computer there. And obviously, I would scroll Facebook too. And my coach had me in some of her private Facebook coaching groups where it's just coaches in there. And I just saw how everyone was, so happy. And they were paying off credit cards. They were filling up their gas tanks to the max, not just putting like $5 in like I used to. They were filling them up. They were buying groceries without having to worry about anything. And the reason those things stick out to me is because, like I said, filling up my gas tank, oh my God, I don't think I ever did that until I started becoming a coach and I started building a successful business. I would put like $5 in my tank just to make it to where I needed to go. Groceries, I literally would take either my phone or a pen and piece of paper and tally up like, okay, I put a loaf of bread in my cart. That's $1 something. Let's round it up to $2. I put a gallon of milk in my cart. Let's round that up to $2. And I would tally it because I literally would go to the grocery store with maybe $15, $20 and just get like the basic essentials that we could survive So things like that stuck out to me, and I was drowning in credit card debt because I became a mom at 19, so I was always really good with my bills before then, but as soon as I became a mom, so young, I literally like just kept getting credit cards like it was free money, and then it just drowned me in debt so bad. And I'm trying to think what else I had. Well, those are the basic things that stuck out to me. And like I said, it sounds like little things to other people, but those are huge things to me because those are things that I couldn't do. I couldn't fill up my gas tank. I couldn't buy groceries without worrying. I couldn't do any of those things. So seeing those things, I was like, wow, like this is legit. Like you could really make a life out of this. So after people asked me for tips and me seeing all of that stuff, I was like, okay. I was sitting in the hospital. I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this. I can do this. I can coach. I want to do this. I want to, see where it takes me. So I contacted my coach and was like, hey, Sam, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to jump in full force. Tell me what I need to do. I want to do this. Like, I want to be able to be home with my kids. I'm missing so much time. It was disgusting. I'm surprised my child even knew I was his mom. That's how much time I missed with him because I was working so damn much. Like, I don't want to get emotional about it, but I was working so much, I missed so much time with him. So I wanted that. I wanted to be able to be home with my kids. I wanted to be able to put gas in my car without worrying. I wanted to be able to buy all these groceries without having to worry about it and tally it up in my phone or on a pen and piece of paper. I wanted all of that. And I really, like, the one thing that just made me truly want to do this too, because before I was like, no, I'm not coaching, no, whatever. I don't care if I'm going to make $1 million. I don't care. That's how I was going into it. But the way that I felt after working on myself, how, working on me, working out, gaining my health back and gaining my happiness back from taking care of myself, I wanted to share that with other people that were in the same position as me, because it sucks when you're depressed. It sucks when you are in a hole of depression and you can't get out. It freaking sucks. So being able to do that by taking time and, building myself up mentally by taking care of myself and my body and my health, I wanted to share that with other people because I felt amazing. I still feel amazing to this day. 4 years later, I feel amazing and I feel so happy and so blessed that I, took the plunge and did that with my life, that I have to share it with other people. So that was my main reason. So I jumped in, and ever since then, it's been amazing. So a year and a half, about 14 months into actually working my business, I was able to quit all of my jobs. I have been working full-time from home since then. Like I said, in July, it'll be 3 years that I've been working full-time from home. And it's just been, amazing. In those 4 years, I've grown a very successful business. I'm still growing. I've helped my coaches be able to quit their jobs too and be home with their kids, or, be able to work from anywhere. I have been able to travel the world like crazy. Before, I could never travel because I couldn't afford it and couldn't afford to take time off. And my coaches get to travel right now. They are traveling to Mexico right now for a free freaking trip. I skipped out on that trip this time because we do travel so much with this company. And right now we're trying to buy a house, so we decided to not do this trip. And I'm totally regretting it now because I really want to be there with everyone else. But it's amazing what this company has done for all of us. So I like to share that in my story. I didn't want to go into too much in my story, but I felt like I already talked too much about it. But so what I'm here to talk to you guys about now is what our day as a coach looks like. What do we do as coaches? What does our workload look like every day? So first and foremost, you don't have to work every day if you don't want to. Some coaches work 2 days a week. Some coaches work 3 days a week. Some coaches work 5 days a week. You create your own schedule. This is your business that you are running. You work when you want to work. If you want to grow a successful business, yeah, work a little bit more. For me, if you heard about my story I just shared, I didn't have a lot of time. I was so busy. So I literally spent 20 minutes a day, and I'm not joking you, 20 minutes a day in my business, but I did it consistently. And that's the key to this business, is you have to just work consistently. It doesn't matter how much or how much less time you spend, do it consistently and you will grow a successful business. So again, crazy busy Ashley over here. I only spent 20 minutes a day on my business, and that alone, for doing that for 14 months straight, led me to quitting all of my jobs and working from home. Just that 20 minutes. So you don't need a ton of time, guys. But now that I work from home, I probably spend an hour to 2 hours a day. Weekends, I don't really work at all. I might get to some messages here and there, but Monday through Friday, I like to work 1 to 2 hours. If I have a little bit more going on, I might work 3 hours, but still, that's just 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours a day, that's what I do. And that's what I do because I work from home. Before, I only did 20 minutes a day. So again, like I said, you don't have to do this every day. But what our workload looks like when you do work your business is you put yourself first. That is the most amazing thing about this business, is you get paid to work on you. You get paid to work on yourself first. Get your workout in. I like to read personal development. I suggest everyone to read personal development because it really builds your mind up and grows your mind. So always do that. And whatever is making you feel good every day, do it. That's what I say. Work on you. It doesn't have to just be working out. Work on you. Try to eat healthy as much as you can, and do what you need to do that makes you happy every day. That's what you do first. Put yourself first before you start doing everything else. And then you check in with your clients. It takes me like 10 minutes, sometimes less, to check in with my clients. I run boot camps every month, so I just hop into my boot camp. I log in my own stuff that I need to log in, which is normally just your workout, what you're eating, all of that, and I will do a quick post, which in my groups I like to post something either motivating, a good healthy recipe, maybe some tips, anything like that where I can help my clients out or keep them motivated. I'll do a quick post like that, and then not every day, but sometimes I'll personally check in with my clients and just say, hey, how you doing today? How's your journey going today? Just to let them know I'm here for them. And if they need me, for anything, I am here for them. So that is me checking in with my clients. I also check in with my coaches within my business that I helped get signed up. Not all of them, because a lot of my coaches are, successful now. They don't need me anymore. So my newer coaches and coaches still building up, those are the ones that I check in, every so often throughout the week, just to see how they're doing, see if they need any help from me, any of that. Still like your challengers, checking in with them, making sure they're okay. So besides that, I'm trying to think, I didn't bring my checklist up here. Check in with your challengers, check in with your coaches, you work on yourself, and building your network, adding people to your network, which is everything that I'm going to share with you guys that we do for our workload is literally majority of the stuff that you guys already do on your social media. Adding to your network, you're adding friends that you think you would want to be friends with, right? People that stand out to you, that you think that you would get along with, you're adding them as your friend. So we do that every day. I don't do that every day, but a few times a week, add people that I want to have a friendship with, build a friendship with. And let's see. And then also building relationships. So after you're talking to people, you're also building relationships with people. That's probably one of my favorite parts, because I have met so many amazing people from coaching, and if I didn't, I wouldn't have all of these friends. And yeah, they're my friends. I met them on social media. How crazy is that? I wouldn't have met all these amazing people, and I wouldn't have all these best friends that, I hang out with all the time now, if it weren't for building relationships with people on my social media. And I'm so thankful for that, because I've met the most amazing people. It's incredible. And I still even talk to people that I've never even met face to face, and we still talk every day like we're best friends. And I love that, because you just get to meet all these other people that you wouldn't have met before. So I love being able to build relationships within this business. And then inviting people to your boot camps. After I talk to people, and if they express that they've needed help, or people will even come to me because they need help. Or I'll invite people through my social media posts when I'm sharing my own journey, like, hey, I'm also running this boot camp, and invite people to that. That's also a part of our workload every day, is sharing this with other people. And I always tell people, don't be selfish. Share it. I would be very selfish if I never shared with other people what I do, because like I said, it's taken me out of that depression. It's gained my happiness back. I feel amazing in my own skin. I feel so confident in my own skin. I would be so selfish if I didn't share that with everyone. Just like with this, you guys are in here because you have interest in what we do as coaches. I would be so selfish if I didn't run this group and I didn't share this opportunity with you people, or with other people, because it's done so many amazing things for my life. I get to work from home and be with my kids. I get to put a full gas tank in my car. I get to do all those things. My financial situation is 10 times better than it used to be. I get to travel the world. Like, I get to do all these things. And like I said, I'd be so selfish if I did not share it with everyone else. So that's I always tell people too, is you'd be selfish if you didn't share it. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm sharing it. Trying to think what else. I don't think I missed anything else. So just to run through it real quick again, what our workload looks like is you work on yourself. You check in with your clients. If you have coaches within your business that you've signed up, you check in with your coaches, make sure they, don't need you, see how they're doing. You post in your groups, your boot camps that you're running for your clients. Keep them motivated, give them recipes, give them tips. Adding to your network, which is what you guys are already doing. You're adding to your network, you're gaining new friends. Adding to your network is just basically friend requesting, guys. Building relationships with the people you're adding to your network. And inviting these people, inviting them and sharing with what makes you feel good. Why are you here? You're sharing it for a reason. So share those things with other people of what you're doing. And then lastly is posting on your social media. That is the biggest thing, is because that's what people see. I tell everyone that's your storefront, is your social media. And a lot of people shy away from that when I talk about that. And I understand it, because when I first started coaching, I didn't post at all on social media until after I started coaching. And I don't ever regret it, and I don't ever regret sharing my life. I've even shared when I recently went through postpartum depression. It was freaking sucked. I was on the ground crying all the time to Cody because I was lost in my life because I was going through postpartum depression. But I shared that with people, because there are other people out there that are dealing with the same shit that you guys are dealing with. Always. No matter what it is, no one's perfect. There's somebody out there dealing with whatever you are dealing with, whether it's good, bad, whatever. So that's why I share it. I share it to show other people that I'm not perfect either. I deal with bullshit all the time still too. But I share how I'm dealing with it, how I'm going to try to move forward from this. And I also ask for tips from other people. And, that's your storefront. People come to you because they feel motivated and they feel inspired by what you're sharing. It's not just your workouts you're sharing. You're not just going to become a coach and it's going to be workouts, good food, whatever. It's not that. You're going to share your workouts, yeah. I share a little bit of my workouts every day because that's a part of my life, so I'm going to share it. But I also share when I'm eating bad. You don't just share when you're eating good, because no one eats good 24/7. No one does. So you share when you're eating bad too. Share when you're eating good. I hardly share when I'm eating good because I feel like no one really wants to see that. They want to see when I'm eating bad. So I share mostly that, but I'll share good, healthy recipes as well. But I also share me being a mom. This morning I shared about how Rem is like hooked to my hip. Like, I cannot get anything done. She's just, if I'm not holding her, she's at my ankle crying. Those are the things that you have to share with people so they see that, your life is real. What else does it say? Yeah, that, and then whatever bad you're going through too, you don't have to share it. But I share those things because, like I said, those things are also what connects people to you, is seeing those your struggles as well, not just your successes, but your struggles too, and shows that you're a real person. So that is everything that we do for our workload every day. And I think it was like 6 things that I shared, 6 or 7 things that I shared with you guys. It literally, all those things will take you 30 minutes, maybe an hour if you're, doing a little bit extra, but it does not take a lot of time. A lot of coaches, if they're, like I said, when I started, I only did 20 minutes a day because I was super busy. Now I spend maybe an hour to 3 hours, but it's not all at once because I'm a mom. I have a toddler running around screaming my damn head off. So it's not all at once for me. So there are coaches like myself now that do it sporadically. Like I wake up super early to get my workout in normally, except for today I didn't. So when my kids are still sleeping, I'm working out, and then I'll do a little bit of work. They'll wake up. I'll, do my mom stuff. And then when my daughter goes down for a nap, I'll do a little bit more. And so whatever works for you in your day is however you want to run your work schedule. It doesn't have to be how I'm doing it or how somebody else is doing it or how Erin, the other coach running this with me, is doing her schedule. She's a mom too, and she doesn't do everything at once. Everyone has a different way of doing things because everyone has a different life, a different schedule. But those are the main things that we get done, and you don't have to do it all at once, like I said. You can just do some of it in the morning, a couple things, and then maybe at night do the rest. Whatever way you want to do it is how you want to do it and how you can run your schedule in your business. And like I said, it sounds like it's like super, there's like hardly anything to it, and it's because it is. It's super simple. It's simple. You guys are, all of you guys in here watching or going to be watching this, you already do, let me think. You already do about half of those things that I already told you that we do in our workload. You do those things on your social media already. You're just not getting paid for it like I am. You guys are already doing those things. So it is super simple. It's just what helps you build that successful business is doing it consistently and staying consistent. I've had so many people who start coaching who will do it consistently and grow a crazy, successful business quick, and then all of a sudden they'll just like not work for a month straight and then they lose it. But if you grow a business very successful in the position that I am, and you decide, you want to take a little break and you don't want to work for a little bit, you'll still get paid. That's the nice thing about this business is you can grow it that way, take some time off, and you're still going to get paid. If I was still in the position that I was in, working my other jobs, if I didn't want to go to work, for a few days, I wouldn't be getting paid at all. I'd be suffering. But that is not the case here, and that's why I love it. There's so many benefits to this business. But that is our workload. That's what our workload looks like every day. If you have any questions on anything, feel free to reach out to me or put them in the comments. And Erin will be on sometime a little later and sharing a little bit more. And then tomorrow is our last day, and I'll be going live a couple times tomorrow. All right, see you guys.